What's up, and welcome in to Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. Thank you so much for downloading the podcast and checking us out on YouTube as well, youtube.com. Look for Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. Please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment to everything that we do here on Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. The channel's blowing up, and one of the reasons why that we have Marriott Bonvoy as a partner is because of you. Marriott Bonvoy, when inspiration hits, have the points to make it happen, whether it's a rewarding detour or an impromptu experience. There are countless places to go and things to do. Buy or gift points now at Marriott Bonvoy. Indeed, we have got the link that is available in the bio of this podcast. So make sure that you click the link. It costs you nothing to click the link. So check it out, Marriott Bonvoy. And again, you can gift points, also get points for yourself by using my link from Marriott Bonvoy. It's something that we use in our family, so I want you to use it as well. Cannot wait for Sunday. What about you? Sunday, the Bears will take on the LA Rams, and I have an expert that's going to talk to us about the Chicago Bears in the matchup against the Rams. Also, someone's going to talk to us about the national championship game. It's going to take place this upcoming Monday because it's going to be the Miami Hurricanes against the Indiana Hoosiers. And I have someone that has won a national championship before that's going to be on the show. How about WGN's Jarrett Payton, the son of Walter Payton, coming on the show to talk to us about both the Bears and their matchup and their run through the playoffs so far. And, of course, because he is part of the Hurricane family, a former Miami Hurricane himself, he's going to jump on and talk to us about the matchup against Indiana, which is going to be very, very intriguing. Indiana has just steamrolled over teams, and the tough fight of the Miami Hurricanes to get back up there again in the national championship picture. It's going to be a fun matchup between Indiana and Miami. We'll talk to JP about that momentarily. I'd like to let you know that you can be part of the Hoodie Club as well. Yes, the Hoodie Club. It is available to you right now. And you say, what is that? The Hoodie Club. It's very simple. If you are checking us out on YouTube, you know that there are options for you to be part of the Hoodie Club in which you can be able to get certain things that I wouldn't talk about on a normal podcast, and certain things like I gave a behind-the-scenes look of ESPN Chicago. We're going to be moving out of that building on State and Lake pretty soon. So I just want you to see all the studios and everything that I've done over the last 20 years in those studios, in those offices. So that's part of it, and so many other things that we have going as well. So make sure that you check out the Hoodie Club, available to you right now. As I mentioned, we're going to talk about Miami against Indiana. Also, we're going to talk about the Bears and the Rams. What a run for the Bears coming up with the great Jarrett Payton right here on Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. There he is, folks. Someone that knows what it means to be in the national championship picture, winning one, an Orange Bowl MVP, a Miami Hurricane. Let me tell you, the great Jarrett Payton right here on Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. It's so good to see your face, sir. How are you?
Jay Hood, man, always good to see you, my brother. I'm telling you, life is good at the moment right now, man. Like, Bears are still playing football. Got a chance to be able to go to NFC Championship game if they win on Sunday. Canes play on Monday. Back in the 305 against Indiana. It's like an added Christmas for me, man. I'm excited.
This is why that you're on, man, because it's very rare that we talk about your Miami Hurricanes in the national championship picture and the Bears on the precipice of getting to the NFC title game. Man, it's a great feeling for you. I know, off the
Yeah.
top.
Yeah, I mean, just to see you and we cover this team.
Yeah.
We talk about them every single day, and I think the hard part is that over the last two regimes, you've just been trying to figure out like where is this team going? They have no direction, and what is the direction? Where
Hmm.
is the culture? And to see what Ben Johnson has done, Hoodie, from the beginning, from the day one when he stepped in, and the respect that he gets, how demanding he is. And I'm gonna tell you something because this is where it jumped out to me was Super Bowl. We were Man of the Year. We do our Friday after the Man of the Year is given out. We do like a Friday uh, give back and service at the Boys and Girls Club, and so we were out. And Jared Goff came out of nowhere to say hello to my mom and myself before we got onto the bus to leave. And he just was super nice. And then he wanted to take a picture. And then he ran back to help the kids that he was helping. And I was like, I can't leave without asking him a Ben Johnson question. So I run back over to him. I tap him on the shoulder. I said, Jared, man, I appreciate you so much. I said, please tell me something about Ben Johnson. He looked at me, Hoodie, and he goes, yo, he is the real deal. He goes, he is no joke. He said, do not be fooled by the exterior because he is tough. He is demanding. He's going to hold people accountable, and he will get in your behind if you're not doing what you're supposed to do. And I looked at him. I said, that's all I needed to hear. That's all I need to hear. I'm out of here. And it made me feel good going into this season, even though there wasn't that many expectations. I mean, you were hoping to win more than 5 games
Yeah.
because of the dumpster fire they were last season. But to be in this position where this team believes that no matter how much they're down, that they will find a way to be able to win it in the end. That belief that he has spread to his team and inside that locker room. Hence the reason why we're looking at this team one win away from the NFC Championship.
It's incredible. It was incredible from where the Bears were to where they are right now. It's one thing to come from behind several times in the season, like, hey, we got that. But when you're doing it 6 or 7 times, Jarrett, I mean, it just shows the resolve of the football team. I love that the football team feels like, hey, we're never out of the ball game. We might be down 21-3. Yes, we should have played better in the first half, but I just like that switch being flipped in the second half and that sense of urgency. It's something I don't see very often in the NFL. Usually, when you're beat, you're beat, but not
Yeah,
the Bears. It's so different that way.
Hoodie. I think it goes to I this going into the season. So let me back up. Going into the season, I was thinking that it's if you can win more games, if you can win 8 games, what Vegas had him at, I think over under was 8.5. I thought they could win maybe 8, maybe 9 if Caleb played, had one of those games. Well, they exceeded my expectations, but I was going into this season going, can we start building a foundation that we can build upon for years to come? Because I'm looking for a sustained success. I'm not just
Mm,
looking for a one off. I'm tired of that because that's where we were. Even if you go back even to my pops in that 85 team, right? It was like a shooting star, and the next thing you know, it's 40 years later, we're still waiting for another
yeah,
Super Bowl
I know.
championship. So I want this to be year after year. And so I was like, I just want a foundation for the future. And you talking about what this team does in the fourth quarter, that to me is a part of this foundation because at some point as they start to really understand this offense, and that I think a lot of that is on the shoulders of Caleb Williams as he gets better and understands this offense. we're- I don't believe we're going to see this next year where it's going to be where is this team in the first 3.5 quarters and then they come
Mm.
alive in the fourth. I think that is going to be fixed because of over time they're going to adjust to what Ben wants them to do. And once you start to have reps and you start to have game reps and all that stuff, you get more comfortable. If you can't teach this stuff that they're doing at the end of games, you can't teach what Caleb's doing at the end of games. It's
Mm.
either in you or it's not. And Hoodie, when they flash to this dude in these games where at the end where it's like, yo, it's on his shoulders. I know they call him Iceman. There is no shaking or oh my God, what we got to do. He is locked and ready to go. He thrives in these positions, and it's hard to find that in players, especially at the quarterback position. And you have it in him, and I think his game is going to get better. I know people look at the completion percentage and they go, "Man, it needs to be better." But if you look at a guy like Matthew Stafford, who is on a Hall of Fame trajectory, like I thought he would be through winning the Super Bowl, the time that he had in Detroit, to then going to LA, winning a Super Bowl there, and possibly the MVP of this season. Their first couple of years, Stafford, you look at his completion percentage, it wasn't really good either. He's
Right.
gotten better over time, and I think that's what's going to happen with Caleb. And the fact is, you got a bunch of young guys, especially on that offense, with Colston Loveland, who has become not what I probably thought he was going to be. Because I have to be honest, Tyler Warren was a little bit higher on my list by just
Yeah.
watching him at Penn State in big games and what he did and how you can use him. But Colston has become a huge part of this offense, and a lot of that happened when Rome Odunze went out, and it gave him an opportunity to be more of a focal point. He's lived up to the billing, man, and so to watch him grow, to watch Luther Burden grow alongside of him as well, Kyle Monangai doing what he's doing, I think they have some really good pieces that they're going to be able to start as guys get older. That offensive line through over the years, as you might lose a piece here and there, you'll be able to kind of plug and pull and understand that you have it all in house. And I think that's when we start to see this team have a chance to go on a run or be like an organization like the Pats back in the day when they had Brady and Belichick, where it didn't matter where you were drafted. It's just about, do you fit our system? Because if you
Yeah.
fit our system, we can coach you to do what we need you to do to get the most out of you. And that's what most teams aren't doing. They're just drafting in the draft. I want to draft with a purpose because it's like, oh yeah, any team Hoodie, any
Yeah.
team that can take Shea McClellan and find a way to put them on the roster
Right.
and make him a factor in whether it's special teams shows me that you're doing it right. That's what I want here in Chicago.
JP, I know you get a lot of hyperbole around here about certain plays that Caleb Williams makes. I do want to ask you though, high school, college level, 4th and 8. Where's that? Where do you place that amongst the greatest plays that you've seen offensively?
Uh, I mean, it's at the top, Hoodie. I mean, I've seen some amazing plays just in my time, right? Whether it's not just throws, just like in the moment. Boston College, the interception that helped us get to the national championship, and Ed Reed stripping it out of Matt Walter's hands and telling him,
Yeah.
"It's me, I got this," and take it. Like I've seen amazing things. Some of the most amazing things I've seen were in practice. Like I've
Mhm.
seen Reggie Wayne run and a ball come down, Hoodie, and him grab it with his hands like this, and then like he grabbed it and just kept running. Like I've seen crazy things. What that play 4th and 8, the circumstances, everything behind it, and the way that it happened, to be rolling to your opposite side, feet off the ground, and just think his arm angle just a little bit higher, that ball might sail just a little bit. And in with the wind swirling down in and out of Soldier Field, you never know what you're going to get. The kid's arm talent is phenomenal. You can say whatever you want about the young man. His arm talent is real deal, and to make that throw with such a tight window throw, I mean, it's definitely top five of things that I've seen in my time watching the NFL, like heavily, and I would say in the last 10 years of being in this gig. It's just there's nothing like it, and just the stakes, and you're against your arch rival, and you don't make that unless you got confidence, and I think that's the scary part, Buddy, about
Yeah.
him and Ben Johnson is that once he's we start to see it, and you and I know because most
Yeah.
people don't listen to all the podium stuff. Like you can hear the confidence. Like he's confident when he was like, "Oh, they wanted us, they got us." Like he's
Yes.
he's talking that talk. If him and Ben keep going the way that they're going, man, the NFL is going to be in trouble because he's got some special talents, and there's things that he needs to work on in his game. But you tell me, I want to ask you this question.
Hmm.
I watched him in college. I am a big, huge West Coast college football fan. I
Yeah.
like to gamble on games, so I watch late at night when I'm watching Hawaii
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
playing Cal. Like I'm always up to like 1 o'clock watching games. When I watched him in college, I didn't think he was that fast. Did you know he was that fast?
No, I knew the
No.
arm talent was there, but not as talented. It was a strong arm in two places that he was in college. Strong arm, but I did not see him run that way. I didn't. It's really interesting to watch a guy with his body type and his size to be able to have a motor like that.
Yeah.
That's the thing that surprised me. I think
He's
he
hit
just out of necessity has to
yeah.
sometimes, and I think it's great.
He's hit up to that 20 miles per hour like at least 5 or 6 times so far this season. And so it's it's not a big part of his game maybe as I would want it, because I know what Ben's trying to do with Ben, and where I think people need to give him a lot of credit, and that's Caleb him a lot of credit, is a lot of people thought he wouldn't be able to play underneath center. And they thought he was just a shotgun guy because of what they saw in college. So the
Hmm.
fact that this year one underneath Ben and his system, and how he likes to run his offense, and a lot of it is under center, to see him get a grasp of that and have an understanding, I give him a lot of credit because it's hard. It's already hard anyway when you get the ball even in shotgun and things are moving at a millisecond and you got to make decisions. For a young quarterback to have that confidence that and know that I need to get better, and he's got better as the season's gone on, I give him a lot of credit. And I look at this week. I think I think they got to find a way to be able to get him moving a little bit more because I don't think the Rams are game planning for that. They're trying to keep him in the box and make sure that he's in there and not let him get escapability. So if there's an opportunity with some RPOs, figure it out because I don't know if the Rams are practicing for that because they don't see it that often on the film. I would throw a couple of those wrinkles in just to get him out in space. So it has to be on their mind Sunday while they're sitting there on the sidelines trying to figure out because that could open up just a whole nother can of worms for what they can do. These wide receivers can do because you do that and you either run a couple of times and then next thing you know you keep it and Luther Burden's running on a slant and you hit him on the go. That right there could be a house call. So it's about doing things over and over. And what Ben has done so well throughout his career, whether it's in Detroit or here, is run those plays, same play in the same formation over and over again to lull you asleep to think you're going to do exactly what you're going to do, and then you change it, but all looks the same. But next thing you know, it's a 20-yard bomb over your head because you're thinking it's going to be he might give the ball to because it's the same look. So how they disguise things and how he disguised things, I think is only going to get better as time moves on.
Yeah, just so you know, I've spent a lot of time with Jarrett Payton watching games and film. The walls start to sweat, especially when the running game starts. I watched a game with JP once, and the one thing that JP does not like is the tapping of the helmet. He does not
No.
like that at all. Like he saw a running back, he's like, and he just clenched his fist. He goes, "Hoodie, why is he leaving the game? Why is he leaving the game?" I said, "JP, I don't know. But one thing for sure, he wants that running game potent. And by the way, just like last week, unfortunately, we were down 21-3 in the game. I want the Bears to be able to run the football again with Caleb's legs and also with Swift and Monungai. I want
They
them to
have
run the
to.
football against this line.
Hoodie, they have to. It's been the bread and butter. It's been the calling card of this offense all season long. It's where man, I just man, I got chills just thinking about it.
See, here we go.
What they did in
Yeah.
Philly, what they did in Philly, Hoodie. I I can't even put it into words. You got to ask a defensive guy what that feels like when the ball's just getting jammed down your throat and you can't stop it. It has to just take the wind out of your sails. It's just got to be deflating because if you can find a way to do that on Sunday and then not only just run the football, what they did in Philly was they ran the football and your running backs were getting into the red zone and then getting down in the five and they were running the ball in for touchdowns. That is deflating. If they can do that early on and commit to the run, man, it gives them an opportunity to win this game. And it's not going to be easy against that front seven of the Rams. I understand that, but that's what you paid your offensive line for. That's why you went and you made sure that your interior of the line was experienced. And that's why you go out there. I know Theo Benedict's going to be playing left tackle, but
Yeah.
still, he's played in games. Um, I love and shouts out Darnell Wright as well. I mean,
Mhm.
to be playing how he that dude's an Iron Man. You can say whatever you want. He can miss a block here and there, whatever. That man is out there playing arm, elbow wrapped up, arm, and still out there trying to maul people. And that's what you gotta love for an offensive line. But shouts out to Kyle Monungai and DeAndre Swift.
Mhm.
And I'll be the first person to say I was wrong. I I did not have a lot of confidence in DeAndre Swift going into this season. I didn't think he could run in between the tackles. I might have I maybe questioned his toughness. I was totally wrong. Totally wrong. That man has had a season that he has to be proud of from last season to where he is now. And to be back with Ben Johnson again, a guy who was around him was like in Detroit was like, yeah, we can let this guy go. He's not what we want. And now to be a
Mhm.
fixture of this offense, man, it just speaks to how hard he worked throughout this season in the offseason to get ready for this moment. And he's been there. So yeah, run the football. But could we also maybe see a little bit of like 2 minute offense early in the game because that's where Caleb looks like he's comfortable when things are kind of like he's got to be on the go and it's not a lot of in the huddle stuff. Like let's do some fast tempo stuff to make him feel like it's the fourth quarter and they're down by 10. If they can do that, man, Caleb might come out and throw for a couple of touchdowns, but let's give credit to where credit's due. Probably, arguably, if not the best football player at the moment. I mean, I love Christian McCaffrey, but Puka Nakua
Yeah,
is it. I, I don't know how he's doing it. He's having one of the best seasons of any wide receiver to ever play the game, and dude's averaging over 109 yards or 108 yards in the playoffs. And
mhm,
he's averaging close to 95 in the regular season. I mean, this is he's good for 11, 12 catches. This Bears secondary is going to have their hands full with a guy with Jalen Johnson, who's still not 100%, and Devontae Adams. He's not. These guys aren't burners, hoodie. But what they do well is they're technicians when they're running routes. And so you
man.
need to be on your P's and Q's. And if you're not, you will get burned. And the way that I talked about Ben Johnson disguising things. Well, if not the best in the game is also on the other side in Sean McVay of how he schemes things up and finds matchup problems. And they do that a lot with Puka Nakua, whether it's in the slot, the outside, or even in the backfield. You have to be sound. If not, you will get burned. So we're gonna have to see. And Devontae Adams has been a monster when it comes down into the red zone. So you're gonna have to take advantage and stop all that stuff if you're gonna have a chance to be able to go to the NFC Championship game.
All these holes you're trying to stop if you're the defense, right? And so I'm reading Sean Hammond's piece from the Chicago Tribune today about how Stafford flourishes in the blitz. He
Yep.
actually, and when there's an extra defender up there, he actually gets the ball out even quicker, and they still be able to get the ball down the field. That's a tough one for this Bears defense, in which give him full credit, JP, in the second half, adding Brisker, having Gordon just to be able to blitz, just to give him a different look. And so Jordan
Yep.
Love was a little rushed. I love that they were able to do that because it's different than what we've seen, man, and zone we were seeing. But in
Yep.
this situation with the Rams, man, there's so much there. Stafford is such a accurate passer, and I just whether the Bears blitz or not, I just want them to be able to have their eyes exactly where they need to be. And
Yep.
by the way, that arm tackle is not going to work. You need to wrap up against these guys. That arm tackle, you have to be able to get your one-on-one battles and master them, but also wrap up and tackle. That's important. You just can't keep getting gashed against this Rams team.
Buddy, they can't. I don't know how much man you can play. I mean, you're gonna have to at some point. You're gonna have to. It could be a mix and match on one side or the other. It could be man on one side, and might have to play some zone on the other side. But for me, it's about keeping everything in front of you. If you can't rush with four and get after the quarterback, then you were talking about Stafford with the blitz. You are going to get burned.
Yeah.
So this defensive line they have to have the game of their lives. Like pin their ears back, get after Matthew Stafford. Don't let him feel comfortable in the pocket, and if they don't, it scares me a little bit. But the Bears they've shown that they can, hey, they might give up a bunch of yards, but when it gets down into that red zone, we've seen them clamp down as well and
Mm-hmm.
force field goals. So it's either they're going to have to pick their poison, but they're going to have to find a way to generate some type of pressure. And I love that Kyler Gordon is back. I don't know. It's hard to say that he's in game shape because he's played one game. And the only way you get in game shape is not by running and not by being on the bike. It's playing games. And so when he was healthy, he is such a big part in disguising, bringing blitzing, and coming off the edge and helping stop the run. That's what got him his bag. That's what got him his bag of money. So
Yeah.
he's being one of the best in the biz. But it's really hard right now because they're banged up. And I think losing a guy like TJ Edwards in a game like this is DeMarco Jackson. I think I love that. I love what you've done playing and having to back him up and playing some meaningful games. But it's saying something because TJ Edwards was definitely the one of the vocal leaders on that defense. So not having him, I think, is gonna it's gonna be a big hurt.
What's that text chain look like? What does that
Oh,
look like?
you already
What's
know, man. We're trying to keep our mouths shut, and rightfully so. Just like Mario's told his guys inside that locker room in
yeah.
Miami, don't say much. Let your play on the field speak for itself. Give a lot of credit to Indiana for the season that they've had. Kurt Cinetti doing what he's done with putting together that roster. Not no 5 stars, but all guys that are playing very very good football, but we're playing good football as well.
Yes, you
And when
are.
it comes down to it, the game of football is, to me, I know we make it difficult, Hoodie, it's pretty simple. Can you win in the trenches on both sides of the football? And that's what has got us here to this point. Our defensive line is strong. Ruben Bain is a beast. Mesidor is a beast as well. They got dudes that can get after it. But our offensive line, mon- is monstrous, and that's where we like to do this. We like to do the same things. We like to run in the A gaps, not a lot of outside zone, but like everything in between, and we want to muddy it up. So
Right.
it's going to come down to who has it, who has more left in the tank at the end, and I believe it's going to be a close game. That 7.5 is a disrespect to my Canes, but hey, we're underdogs, and we like it that way. We'll come in and we're playing at home, Hoodie,
I
with
know
with
7.5 on the at the crib.
at the
Wow.
at the crib, Hoodie, with everybody with gold jackets that are going to be lining up and down that sidelines. The juice is going to be flowing. I can only imagine. I was going to go, but with this Bears game, I too nervous to go. I didn't. I was like, it's that's too much for me. Like I'm already going to be at the game on Sunday. I can't do both of these. My heart can't take it. So I'm just going to watch from work. But I'm looking forward to this opportunity for us to be in the national championship and also back in the national spotlight. Win or lose, it's good for us. We're here again, and it means, and when I think when Miami is good in college football, it's good for college football.
Just tell Michael Irvin, win or lose, keep the belt on. You don't need to bring the
Dude,
belt out. Just. I mean, hey, listen. You gotta love the support. Keep the belt on your pants. That's what it's for.
yeah, Hoodie. It's funny because tomorrow night, on Friday night, I do my Legends of the Big Game where I sit down and talk to these guys and what they're doing. And it was Jerry Rice, Brad Johnson, and Michael Irvin. So I went to the NC State game, flew to Miami, and
Mhm.
right before the game, I sat down with Mike to talk just about him being back at the crib and being like teaching these guys the energy that he has. It is
Man,
I thought I had energy. This dude is on a whole nother level, man. He is like, he's on another level, but his passion for being back and teaching these guys and what it means to be back at his old alma mater and helping out. It's a pretty cool deal to be able to have him, but everybody's gonna be there on Monday night. Everybody. The- Ray Lewis, everybody, gold
oh
jackets
my
gonna be
God.
everywhere. Hey, just we'll see when the clock hits zero, man. So that's all I'll say.
What a big game, Miami and Indiana. It's gonna be so much fun. And I know in this part of the country, like Indiana, it's a great story from zero to where they are right now. But Miami, as we all know, when they're in the title picture, everybody turns their head like, "Oh, okay, Miami's back." And
Yeah,
Cristobal, by the way, terrific job coaching this team. Like, there's a force there with him when he speaks. He
yeah,
breathes that school, and you
yeah.
could just tell he's not some guy from the outside. He's on the inside. Wants to win a national title. It's fun.
Dude, I mean, it just gave me chills to think about. He's been through so much. He's been a lot
Yeah.
of different stops, right? I mean, the Oregon stop, the time that he had it with Nick Saban at Bama to like kind of learn how to recruit, and we're seeing it now. It's totally different in this day and age, man. I got a lot of young guys that I talk to, mentor that are going to the college ranks, and these kids got agents now and they're getting paid all this money. I'm just like, it blows my mind, Hoodie, to see where the college football game is because it's almost like semi-pro now. I mean, these
Yeah.
guys they want to stay because they're getting paid. They're getting paid good. And so it's hard to keep guys because they don't want to stay and they don't want to battle anymore because if they're not the starter, I'm gonna jump in the portal. I'm gonna go somewhere else. And so it's harder now than it's ever been. And I know it seems easier now because you just go pay guys to come to your university. I think it's harder now, and so the job that he's done has been phenomenal. And I just we all are super excited and happy for him. So this is his opportunity, man. Let's just see where let the chips fall where they may.
I know that you're killing it on WGN Channel 9, GN Sports. You got a lot of stuff going on digitally and on good old Channel 9. I still got my remote, still got 9. Right here, the old, still got the remote. Just turn on Channel 9 because I'm old. So I still watch right there on the TV, man. It's a box TV, too. It's not even a flat screen. It's the old box.
You something else, man. Well, listen, hey, do me a favor. Tell Cap I said what's up, please.
I will. I will do that. And all the best luck to you with Indiana taking on Miami. And I can't wait to see these Bears on Sunday.
I appreciate you, Hoodie. Always good to talk sports with you, man. It feels like back in the day when we're doing game night back in the day. You remember that?
Yes, I do. Yes, man, I do.
That was back in the day. And then, you know what else I thought about? I thought about the when I had the beer launch that night, too. Remember the beer launch? Dude, my wife was pregnant with my son, and now he's 13 going on 14 years old, Hoodie. It's just, I'm getting old, bro.
Yes. Soccer, right? Soccer?
Daughter plays soccer. Son's he's a baseball kid, man. He likes to swing. He's a lefty, so lefty throw, lefty bat. That's what we keeping him in. He's trying to play a little football, but also plays basketball. My kids, that's all I do on the weekends. I am at a game every single day on the weekend, but it goes too fast. That's why we just got to enjoy life, man. Enjoy them while they're young, and they grow up too fast. And so I'm just trying to be that dad that's at every single game watching and yelling a little bit. You know me.
Oh, yeah, of course. Intense. It's still there, too. My hope is that the young Payton son will have a little finesse because Dad tried to run through everybody when he played. Everybody. So that's why you would have loved to play the Eagles game because you just ran right through that defensive line. Because that was your game, just to smash people.
Yes, sir.
So, all right, man. Thank you so much for coming by, and hope to talk to you again soon.
Appreciate you, man. I'll talk to you soon.
Jarrett Payton from WGN Channel 9 with us here on Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. We did a lot of shows together, the son of Walter Payton, Jarrett Payton, on the old ESPN Chicago game night, and did a lot of Bears post games together on ESPN Chicago as well. So good to talk to Jarrett, text him all the time, but it's good to have him on the show because, again, a very unique situation. His college team, his alma mater, in which he won a Rose Bowl and was an Orange Bowl MVP when he played for Miami. They're playing Indiana. That's going to be a hell of a game, especially in Coral Gables in Florida. That's going to be great. And, of course, the Chicago Bears in their matchup against the LA Rams. So he's doing a great job. Check him out on GN Sports, WGN. They got an app as well for you to check out what Jarrett is doing. He has seamlessly made it from football to media. He has done a great job over the years and holding it down on WGN. Don't forget, Marriott Bonvoy. That's where you go. Click my link and see if it's for you to be able to get points through Marriott Bonvoy. I use it, so you can use it as well for Marriott Bonvoy. And as I mentioned, we got so much to be able to get through talking about the Bears and their matchup against the Rams. We'll have more guests, and also can't wait to talk to you about Indiana against Miami in the national championship game. Oh, don't forget about the merchandise. We have merchandise that's available right now. Me and Cousin Wiley's got hoodies, and we've got mugs and something for the ladies there, and we've got beanies as well, and of course, it is frigid in the Midwest, frigid, especially for the game against the Rams. We have got hoodies, Under the Hood hoodies. That's available right now. We've got T-shirts and we got so much more. Make sure that you click the link as well for our merchandise. That's part of this podcast. It's all there. All you do is click it. It's for free. And then you take a look and see what you like from our merchandise stand for Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. All right. Keep it locked right here. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and comment to my conversation with Jarrett Payton and anything else we got on Under the Hood with Jonathan Hood. So long, everybody.